Hello, hello. I'd like to welcome you all to the 10th annual Neal Cassady Birthday Bash here at the Mercury Cafe in Denver, Colorado. I'm Mark Bliesener, and I get the pleasure of organizing this event every year. Thank you. I'd like to thank you all for coming. And I want to thank Marilyn and the Merc, first off, for all their wonderful hospitality. I want to thank the Cassady family and the Cassady estate, Cuvo, Ellen Rosenthal, Moss Concerts, Westward, Mr. Greg Carr, our illustrious mayor for proclaiming today Neal Cassady Day in the city of Denver, and the Alamo Draft House, where we'll be tomorrow afternoon, 4 to 6, talking about the beats, and then showing the film Neal Cassady, The Denver Years at 7 o'clock at the Alamo. That's the Alamo on Colfax near Sloan's Lake. Everyone's welcome. Please come out. And again, I'd like to thank everyone here, and I'd really like to thank everyone in Denver who realizes that Neal Cassady is certainly the most important pop culture, if not the most important person to ever emerge from our state. More important than John Elway or John Denver, but certainly not more important than John Lane. Yeah. Thank you, Peanut Gallery. I'd like to introduce John Lane. John is a good friend of mine, and he has some exciting words to share with you about the notion that there needs to be a permanent monument in Denver to Neal Cassady. And it's about time. And so we're going to, John's going to tell you a little bit about the efforts towards that. Also, there's a mailing list on the table there, mailing list I'm going to pass around. If you've signed up at previous years, don't bother. We've got you. But if you haven't, please let us know who you are and we'll keep you posted. John?
Thanks, Mark. Well, as Mark said, and I think it's pretty safe to say that probably most of the people here have a good idea of who Neal Cassady was and why he was such an important person, and just some idea of the contribution he made to all of us. And you know, we're fortunate to have an event like this in which we can, you know, spend time celebrating that. But it occurs to me that America is not very good at remembering its cultural heroes, its writers and artists and musicians and poets, philosophers, the people who really kind of you know, push the boundaries and make life better for all of us, I think, in their own way, and pay a high price for doing so. Even Neal's good friend Jack Kerouac, I feel, is beginning to sort of fade from the cultural memory a little bit. And that just seems like a shame. And so, you know, we were thinking somebody should do something about that. And looked around, and no one had jumped up to do anything. And so we started thinking, well, why not us? Why not here? Why not now? And so what we have come up with is an initiative to build a permanent, life-sized statue and monument to Neal Cassady and Jack Kerouac, to be located here in Denver. And it would be based on Carolyn Cassady's iconic photograph of Jack and Neal. I've got a drawing of the proposed monument here. I'm not sure you can see it in the back, but we'll have it set up on the table over here after I get done, and urge you to come and take a closer look at it. It's obviously a picture of Jack and Neal in their prime, and we think it's a long overdue thing to have in Colorado. The sketch itself was, we are fortunate to be working with a nationally renowned sculptor who did the sketch, and is with us here this evening. Sitting over here, his name is Sutton Betty, and he's here with his wife, Jessica. if you go online, you can see some of Sutton's amazing work here in Colorado and elsewhere around the country. So in order to help us complete the next phase of the project, which will be a 21-inch tall replica called a maquette, three-dimensional, a replica of the statue and monument, we are launching, as of today, an Indiegogo crowdfunding campaign to raise the $2,500. And so we hope that you will take this as an opportunity to be part of this initiative, because we think it's exciting, and we would love to have as much involvement as possible. So the ways that you can participate would include going to Indiegogo, and if you go to the site and search on Cassady or Kerouac, it will pull up.
Keep going.
Sure. It will pull up this particular campaign. Obviously, if you can contribute financially, that would be welcome. But also, you can contribute by just amplifying the message about this project to your own friends through your own social media networks and email networks. And if you, as Mark said, if you haven't already signed up on one of the email lists, please do so. There's one on Sutton's table, and I think there are a couple others floating around. If you get signed up, we will send the link out, and you can contribute that way. There may also be other ways that we don't know. You may know someone or have an idea or something, so we urge you to let us know. We want everybody to be a part of this. Let's see, there are some perks that come with the campaign that you'll see online, and one of them I wanted to show you tonight. Sutton really thought it would be good to have something special for the larger donors. So for donations of $250 or more, Sutton has done this amazing charcoal portrait of Neal, which you have to kind of see up closer to really appreciate. It's absolutely breathtaking. And Sutton's got a few copies of this on the table over there that he'll be selling for a reduced price because of everyone here present getting a special break. So that's really it. We do think that this monument and statue has the potential to be a landmark in Denver that people come and visit in particular, especially to see it. It's going to be designed to be interactive so that people can come up and get their pictures taken with it. And we think it's sort of it has the potential to be our legacy to their legacy, and a gift to the people of Denver and Colorado, and as Jack would say in his native French, tout le monde. Thank you.